Good evening and welcome to Strictly Chat Chat Chat, the results live.
It's been an exciting night here in the Great Hall at Lancaster University as all couples attempted to win this year's Lancaster Strictly Come Dancing.
As you can see, the last waltz is taking place behind us. Competitors and audience alike have taken to the floor to celebrate another enjoyable evening at the Ballroom Dance Society Charity Showcase 2014.
We'll be talking to the judges and the couples to see who stole the show and walked away with the title.
Good evening and welcome to the studio. We have been joined by our esteemed competitors, fresh from the dancing, and our judging panel have also joined us, as have the competitors this evening. Very good work, by the way. I did love the jokes. Nice filling in there. Noticeably fewer than last year, but nonetheless very good.
After a very tight competition, the winners of Lancaster Strictly Come Dancing 2014, chosen by the audience here at the showcase, are Rachel and Alex. Can you tell us a bit about how it feels to be winners?
It feels fantastic to be Strictly winners.
Yeah, we put so much effort in and so many hours and so many days that I don't know, it just feels like I can't do words. It feels definitely worth it now. Not that it wasn't worth it.
Now, we do have a little something just to help you celebrate, but how does it feel? Because we knew you were very good, very competitive from the outset, Rachel.
It feels great to beat Crosborn. Crosborn came
Thank you
second
very
last
much.
year. My main aim in this competition was to beat Crosborn.
Thank you very much, Rachel.
And so I'm quite pleased that we've managed that.
Now, Becky,
Champagne.
congratulations. Becky, you've seen a fair few of these showcases, having compared quite a lot, and you've taken part yourself. What impressed you about Rachel and Alex's dance?
I mean, it started off with the basic quick steps, which I think are hard enough as it is. I'm not really a ballroom person at all. And then you did that really fast flying sequence across the floor. It was just absolutely fantastic, and your technique was brilliant. I can't believe you picked that up in such a short space of time, really. So, yeah, very, very impressed.
Since the 80s.
Now, tonight, it wasn't just the audience voting. Our judging panel, or two of whom were here to join us, yes, well, two of you have joined us. Now, although your votes didn't count towards the overall scores, you were given the vote this year to help guide the audience, and I must say, you did remarkably well. You did remarkably well. Out of the top four, there was only one of you. Out of your top four, there was only one who wasn't in the three placed. So I think you've done yourselves very well there. Although the only one that wasn't did come joint first on your scores, because Rachel and Alex, of course, came joint first with 25, but also as did Tom and Amber, who are there. Now, Andrew, what is it that impressed you about Tom and Amber's routine?
Well, Tom and Amber really performed the dance. It was a superbly choreographed dance. It had loads of fun, loads of character. I just thought they did a really great job. I'm not sure why they didn't make it into the top three. Maybe it was a lack of cha-cha steps, but it could be anything.
Now, we can take a quick look at that routine, just to see the highlights, really, of it. And it was a very lively routine with an awful lot of content in it, but not all of that, as you said, was cha-cha. It was... It took inspiration from, I think, hustle as well as Latin. It's probably the safest way to say it. Now, as a traditional ballroom person, was that something that maybe didn't please you as much as?
Oh, I don't know. I gave them a very good score because I thought they really performed it. I think it was a shame there wasn't as many cha-cha steps as there could have been. But I was on the side too.
And Emily, you also scored that routine pretty highly. And is there anything in particular that impressed you? Did you know Tom could dance?
I've seen him dance through Jack Daniels, but I've never seen him dance quite like that. have taught him poetry practicing a few times. But yeah, I really liked it. I was a bit sceptical about the music at first, but there seems to be a lot of thrusting going on. That seems to save the day. Yeah, it's very lively.
Tom and Amber, how did you enjoy the performance out there? You obviously did very well, and the routine seemed to go from an audience point of view, it went very well. Did you enjoy dancing out there on the floor?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
It's really good.
Did it go as well as you hoped?
Yeah.
He kept looking down the practice, but I think he really got into it.
Yeah. You guys do that too. Yeah, it's fine.
Now let's see whether the audience agreed with the scores. In third place, we have Joe and Emily. So how did it feel when you got out on the dance floor?
I was a bit nervous, but because you always are with school, I was quite nervous last year as well. But yeah, I was quite confident because we did quite a lot of practice, and Emily picked it up really good. So I think the routine was nice.
You have said in the past that you have a habit of forgetting things when you take to the floor. It seemed to go very well this year.
Yeah.
Just before we went on, he did have to ask, what are we doing? Just have to remind him.
We'll just take a quick look at that routine, and it shows that you certainly didn't freeze or forget it, I think, and it seemed to go very well. It was a nice entertaining routine. Judges, have you got any particular comments on this that you enjoyed?
Well, I thought it was a fantastic foxtrot. The only thing I would say that I can't really comment much on this, but Joe always looks like he's about to be shot when he does. And I know I have a tendency to do the same myself, so I'm not going to throw too many bricks in that glass house, but I think the difference between Joe and Tom and Charlie and people like that is that they really performed it with their face, they acted the dance, and I think that can really help. And if they'd done that, they may have been even harder.
I agree with that. I think the holders were really useful. I said that in my comments, and I was just a bit like in the face, but I did like the move for much bigger. I like it.
Now, in second place, we have Theo and Mia. Now, I must say, your routine actually really surprised me, because I've been to a couple of your rehearsals and seen you rehearsing, and you really pulled it out of the bag on the night, because the energy was certainly a lot higher. Now, was it very different performing? Sorry, was it very different performing? Now you've said comments about me. Was it very different performing out there to the actual performance rather than it was in rehearsals?
For me, I just didn't want to give the game away. I didn't want people going around and saying, "Oh, Mia's looks really good." I just thought we'd try and be the dark horses and then be like, "Bam!"
Basically, I mean, that's what we thought. I mean, looking at what we did now, it looked right. So I'm rather pleased with it. Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of energy in your dance, wasn't there? Which is what I really think pushed sort of.
The way I dance, there's always a lot of energy. So, I mean, it's a notable characteristic about my dances. The difference this time is that I tried to actually dance like the steps, rather than just dance what I wanted to dance. But I think that, yeah, there you go.
Very good. Very good.
And I think we're going to have another chat to our winners, Rachel and Alex.
Now, we really had a great chat, and you're obviously very excited. And we'll just have a great look at the routine. There was an awful lot of very difficult steps. And I think, Andrew, the thing that really impressed me was the section in the middle of the routine that did seem very quick and very difficult.
Yeah, and I think we moved beyond the basic quick steps. And a lot of the dances where they had basic steps, they were basic. These were advanced quick steps, so you would see it in competitive couples. So I was very impressed.
Given how difficult this routine was, which was the hardest thing?
What I struggled with the most was that last run right at the end, when you're right across the room. First of all, getting the feet right, and And then every time when the rehearsal after that, we're going to move our heads this time. Now we're going to move the arms. And it took me a while to get the feet right to start off with, but looking at heads on the arms. I loved it all. I've discovered that I really love ballroom dancing. Shame I only discovered this 4 weeks ago. But I just really enjoyed every rehearsal. Yeah.
No, you just said you really enjoyed dancing. Are you going to keep dancing?
Definitely, yeah.
How many others, celebrities, or any others that you're going to keep dancing? At least a couple. A nice little recruiting job. You're going to get. That's exciting. Now, Strictly does give some great memories. I certainly remember my dance last year, and it was yes, not one to forget in a hurry. Has anyone got any particular favourite memories of this year's Strictly? You've only just come off the floor. You can't. Apart from the wine.
I liked Andy's high kicks. I was very impressed. The whole acting about to get up, have a lemonade. I was very impressed. So I just seen him because being first, we've just gone on music backstage. We're fine.
Anybody else got any favourite memories?
I like extremely Amber's and Tom's lift at the end.
Yeah.
Oh yes, very impressive.
I thought it was very uncharacteristic, like it was not very Amber at all. Like, normally she'd be like, I would propose.
I think that's a compliment.
I would propose something similar, and then she'd be like, "What are you talking about?" And then she pulled it out of the bag very well there.
I must admit, I didn't actually see most of that routine. I was just in the control gallery, and I walked out just as you finished, and Jess was saying to me, "Oh, that was amazing, that lift," and I'm like, "What lift?" So I'm very glad we just had a chance to have a look at it. Now, Jess, have you got? You've followed the all the couples with us for the last few weeks. Have you got any particular highlights from either this evening or the rehearsals?
Yeah, especially from this evening. Theo and Mia, you really surprised me tonight. You did an excellent job, and I loved how lively it was. Other than that, I really enjoyed learning to dance, which I found actually a lot harder than it seems. So I do respect all of you for giving it a go. How about you, Chris?
Yes, I think the rehearsal that surprised me the most was Rachel and Alex's first rehearsal together, because I know you'd had a couple of in fact, it wasn't the first, it was the end of your first week. I think you'd had 2 rehearsals together, and you'd been to a couple of hours of lessons. And I looked at that footwork and thought that is streets ahead of what anyone I'd filmed so far, or anyone had, including myself and the other top 3 from last year. And that footwork was extremely good. So that was a real highlight. And I think the other thing, it's not from the Strictly section, but from the general charity showcase, I really did enjoy Hairspray. I know I was self-indulgent being able to conduct, but I really enjoyed working with the dancers, and I hope, of course, I was the only person in the room who couldn't actually see anything. But I really enjoyed it, and I hope it's something that continues, because it really was a lot of fun. And I suppose the other thing that's really important is the fact that it's for such a good cause. It's for charity, and the fact that all of you are willing to put yourselves out there and risk the potential embarrassment that, although almost I think all of you have avoided that this year, which is a big congratulations. And I think the charity aspect of it is really important.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, because we've just been told that the charity showcase has actually raised over $1,200 for Cancer Research UK, which just goes to show how much of a successful evening it really has been.
That's a big thank you to you all for being part of that, and the donations can still go in, because there is a Just Giving page, which the link is at the bottom of the screen. Now, we would like to say a big thank you to Joe, Amber, and the rest of the Ballroom Dancing Society for organising tonight's charity showcase, and of course to all of you celebrities for putting yourself out there to learn, and your very talented and very patient partners for choreographing and teaching you all of the dances.
We also need to thank our judges, Emily Pollitt, Caroline Jenkinson, and a very special thank you to Andrew Pickup for enlightening us about the world of ballroom dancing.
Now, the charity showcase could not take place without the technical support of the Lusa event crew and the LA1 TV team here. So a massive thank you for them for giving up their time to do this charity event, and a special thank you to Tom Jenkinson for spending weeks working on our graphics and titles for tonight.
It's been great fun following the couples as they learn how to dance and even giving it a try ourselves. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you join us next year with a fresh set of celebrities for more Strictly Chat. We're going to leave you with one last look at the winners' dance, Rachel and Alex. Good night.
Good night.